Iris.
Smoking kid.
Iris. Almost graduated, hey? I sure am. And I'm gonna stay here.
This was the bathroom boy.
I sure am. And I'm gonna stay here. You still taking off to another continent?
Are you talking to me?
I sure am. And I'm
gonna stay here. Huh. So the notion is that they're using the lines from these interactions with these characters to try to describe more to us. Or watery eye? Watery eye.
My brother's so stubborn. Please don't tell anyone it was him. We have enough trouble at home already.
What kind of trouble?
Count yourself lucky. Trouble. Trouble. Please. So stubborn.
Thank you very much, Aura Morgan, for the 80 months. Get those up with us, chat, please, and thank you.
My brother. Trouble.
My brother, trouble. My brother, trouble. 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 I knew you were trouble when you walked in. The occupants are big T-Swift fans. I figured it out. If this is someone's mind IRL, how disturbed would I be? I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what my own brain looks like, to be perfectly honest. Hey, it's Saturn. And others. Good night, R. Morgan. Thank you for dropping off. Came to go to her concert. Actually made the world end. Play watch this game for a few minutes. We have a theory. Shoot. What you got? Is the implication that they're projecting onto here? Let's talk to Noah after we talk to these students.
My brother and I, we need to run away. Before my parents, I don't want to say. My parents are fighting again. They keep circling one another. It's only a matter of time before they collide and destroy themselves. Please don't tell anyone it was him. We have enough trouble at home already. I don't know what my parents will do if they find out.
That secretary bot is youngest? Whoa, that'd be kind of neat. That is some light over here.
There is a star, and a star, and a dangerous gravity. We have enough trouble at home. Count yourself lucky. Resonance.
A positive response. If I were to guess, the occupant wants to confirm your knowledge. Test, Watcher. For you.
For Iris.
Let's follow through with it and see what happens.
I don't want to talk to occupants.
We must follow in her footsteps.
There is us, and we have a compass. There's a knot and a strand. I guess silence.
I wanted to go talk to Noah before I finished that, just to be clear. So best as I can tell, it seems like perhaps there is like two planets or stars, something that is about to cause some real heckin' problems, maybe for the original occupants, wherever they were, right? Perhaps it is like some sort of planet-sized like collision impact imminent, is best as I can tell. And maybe they caused it.
What are these hot spheres?
They're stars.
Yeah.
Balls of very, very hot gas.
In a cave?
No, surely not. Stars only exist in space.
Also, we would be dead.
Space. You know, space. Space is up, above the sky. The real outside sky.
Yeah.
You've seen the sun before, yes? In these memories? The sun is a star.
It's a star.
But there is only one sun.
How observant of you. Yes, there is only one star in our system. This, whatever we're seeing, must be another system. One with 2 stars.
A binary.
But why? Why are we being shown this?
The
The
occupants.
occupants must be showing us something.
Yes, almost certainly. Our friend has made a new home. No doubt it is expecting us. Watcher, we need to find a way to communicate with it.
Communicate? They're the ones who want to kill us. We need to rid them from our world.
These communions, they are one-way transmissions, are they not?
Yes, and?
Yes, exactly.
And
Yes, and.
only we can listen, not them.
No,
Then there's no harm in communicating, especially if it means we can glean more valuable information.
Sure.
I'm glad you agree. The key may be with these strange apparitions around the cavern. Perhaps if we mimic the way they speak. Go now. Please perform your function faithfully. We can speak about what you discover, if you'd like.
Excuse me, I'm a watcher, not a speaker, not a sayer. What? Huh?
Fascinating. What do you think, Watcher?
they're leaving. Maybe running from something?
Sorry, I jumped further ahead in time. I probably should have cleared the first segment before we continued. But it seems like there's an imminent impact over here. And so the observers or the occupants are trying to get out of here and head back this way, right?
That binary star system must have been their home.
Ah, it is binary star system. See, I was right.
Perhaps their system became inhospitable.
Supernovas. Kind of feels like, right? Let's start at 0 and let's work our way through. I feel like each of these is going to have its own little sort of contact thing, and I want to work through it that way rather than try to, like, you know, blast through the whole thing. Too much knowledge, you know? Let's start at the beginning.
There is a star, and a star, and a dangerous gravity.
And that describes seems to be 2 stars, and they seem to be, again, either pulling themselves in, maybe even like building enough energy to, you know, go supernova, and that gravity is bad.
We have enough trouble at home. Resonance. There is us, and we have a compass. We have enough trouble at home. There is a knot. And
Oh,
a
okay.
strand that, well, it.
Watcher, your answer.
Your answer may not. So we might have to get more information, actually. We have enough trouble at home as it is.
Please don't tell anyone. We have enough trouble at home. I don't know what my parents will do if...
So it seems like the oh, maybe there's Let's go forward in time. Is there a because I'm supposed to talk with them in each area, or is it the same questions every time? Let me go check.
There is a star.
Okay, there we go. Now I understand.
There's a knot and a strand. I guess silence.
So they're the same occupant through all these time frames. Got it. All right, good night, Golden Tiger Fox. Thank you very much for hanging out. Hey, Skyline.
They've outlasted civilizations. Cities are hostile, and yet they live on. Hunt them, and new pigeons will take their place. Livestock, companions, wartime messengers. Pigeons are homing. They always want to go back home. If you love them, they'll love you back. Livestock, pigeons are home. If you love...
Okay. Did I talk to all 3 of them? Nope.
Violet, emerald, and pewter. The colors chosen for you by our ancestors. Coo, coo. Do you like its colors?
So let's lean back here again. It looks like, yeah, they did have to like abandon their home planet and saw. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is our solar system, right? Let's keep moving. So occupants begin arriving here in our solar system.
Do you see this, Watcher? This is our home. Our star system.
Yeah.
The sphere of light. That's the sun?
Correct. Every other big sphere in our system, all 8 of them rotates around the sun, caught in its gravity.
Poor Pluto.
Like us. To the All-Mother.
You could say that.
Nowhere. What if a big sphere breaks away? What happens?
I guess it would drift into space, grow cold, and for all intents and purposes disappear into the darkness. A rogue sphere.
Right.
And then what? It would drift forever?
Probably until it found another, assuming it didn't build up infinite velocity such that it would, never get caught in another gravity well, but...
There is a chance, infinitesimally small,
There.
that it may drift into the orbit of another star or some other celestial body.
To quote an unquotable, the understatement of the century, space is big.
That's romantic.
And unlikely. What's guaranteed, what's destiny, is that our sun grows large with age and engulfs us, burning us to a crisp. In the end, our fate is always incineration. That is, if these visitors from far away don't have other plans.
Cool. Mother.
Iris is helping you out? I know that moving here is very hard. Yes, I remember this when I first came here.
Iris is helping us out?
I still can't get used to this weather, the cold, but the first thing I noticed was the taste of the water. You have to be extra careful. No one is looking out for you here. You understand? Sure, they may be nightmares, but at least I'm somewhere I feel I belong. She is working on her language skills. You need to help her. She says that you understand her.
So Iris might actually have become the bridge between the occupants and humans?
Am I so awful? Huh? So wretched and vile? I dream every night of going back home, haunted by a place that doesn't exist.
Yeah, sure, Kata-chan. Let's keep moving. Huh. Well, that's something.
Earth, our very own big sphere. What do you think?
It's round!
A perfect sphere.
Not exactly. It may seem so, but the devil is in the details.
Hey, if Neil deGrasse Tyson is to be believed, the Earth is more, it's a spheroid, but it is smoother than a bowling ball is if you blew out a bowling ball to the size of the Earth.
And the other spheres?
Mercury, Venus, Mars. They were named after ancient gods.
I saw a cross in another memory.
Oh, these gods are even more ancient than that. Mercury,
That's a
the
hip
Roman
new
god
god.
of commerce, travel, and thievery. Venus, the Roman goddess of love and beauty. Mars, the Roman god of war.
Da.
And Earth? What was it named after?
Dirt.
Yay!
Dirt?
Dirt.
Yes, dirt.
Dirt's a big deal, all right? You're alive because we got dirt.
I wonder, what were they thinking when they came here?
What is it that they're building around us?
I can only speculate.
It's like a Dyson sphere?
Is this just a game to you, Knower? Dozens of our sisters are dead.
Have yourself a good night, Red Coin.
We need answers.
Space battles should actually have ships pointed in all different orientations. Yeah, it's true. I also appreciate there's a line there's a line in, I think it's Mass Effect 2 or something like that, where some drill sergeant is yelling at some new recruits about the fact that when you shoot something in space, like a space vessel shoots like a missile into space, you better have it lined up, because if it doesn't hit your target, it will keep going on forever until it hits something else. We do not just eyeball it, recruit. Sir Isaac Newton is the deadliest son of a bitch in space. So it's just a very memorable line. I used to have a shirt that I think it wore out or something like that, but it was like a drawing of Isaac Newton, and it said like deadliest man in space.
And what kind of answers would you like to find, Watcher? Quick, easy answers? Or correct ones?
28 minutes, not bad. Picture said that All Mother seems to be involved with the occupants. Secretary was born. Oh, interesting.
If you're ever looking for me, well, you know where to find me. Here. I'm just listening to this podcast about how many people should actually be on this planet.
Did the occupants come and then decide that we are not handling the planet well, and they're trying to fix it up for us?
Turns out, it would be best if we got rid of, like, half of us.
Oh boy, that's kind of what it sounds like, doesn't it?
But we should keep the good ones. Like you.
Oh boy.
Like it or not, I found a groove in this bathroom. You, off to another continent. I'm gonna stay here.
Okay, so those are the 3 bits we've got. Let's go and report our findings.
There is a star.
Trouble at home.
We have enough trouble at home. Count yourself lucky. Resonance. There is us, and we have a compass.
Pigeons are homing.
Pigeons are homing. They always want to go back home. Resonance. There is a them and a creeping dispossession.
Haunted by a
I
place.
dream every night of going back home. Haunted by a place that doesn't exist. Resonance. There is a landing and a remaining.
Yeah, you're going to another continent. I'm staying here.
Off to another continent. I'm going to stay here. There is a strand, and it loosens.
All right, we're back in. After the dance, we're the occupant now.
Hey guys, I heard there was a school dance tonight, and I thought it would be fun if I could say hi. I've always wanted to do the Cupid Shuffle. Hello.
Wait. Hold on.
Sorry. Do you know how to do the Cupid? Because I heard the dance things are in the song, but I haven't quite figured it out yet. I got really big feet.
Please. Iris. Iris. Help.
You guys got real nice streets here.
Stop. I don't want this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not following you. This is the only path I can take because I'm too big. If you went into like any alleyway, you would. This is so awkward.
I said, wait. I said stop. Iris. Where are you?
This Iris person seems pretty cool. Do you want to talk about her? Or not? Sorry, I'm not following.
我想去大学啊。
That's cool. What's your major? Sorry, still not following you.
我想有好成绩。
Okay, so maybe I'm following you. Good grades, huh? Well, I'm sure you're a hard worker and you will be able to achieve anything you want. And I'm sure it'll go really well.
Oh, you're right. I should be reading the translations. I'm too focused on making the occupant just a cool dude.
I was just getting used to things.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'll never get used to being 30 feet tall. Oh, sweet. Is that a four-wheeler? All-wheel drive? With drift on the license plate? Incredible. Oh, hey, Iris.
Come on. What are you waiting for?
We won. We did it. So they met Iris and they're like, she's
Were we
pretty
just
chill.
Inside an occupant?
Not inside. I believe we were an occupant.
Right.
How is that possible?
The occupants must be communing with the All-Mother somehow. I'm not sure how.
Is that where the power came from initially? That'd be interesting. Because everything else just seems to be like high tech, right? Everything else so far we've kind of interacted with in this game has just been like, it's been a long enough technology stuff, so sure. But the communion seems like a definitively different thing. And so it might be that communion itself is an occupant technology.
I imagine that it can.
Do what you do?
Yes.
They need to be stopped. We need to find a way.
That was Bento just snuck in and out, huh?
Let's go.
Of course, Watcher.
Which would line up the idea that, secretary may be occupant adjacent.
I thought you hate when I look like you.
I hate when I look at you. Synopsis for the uninitiated. Oh boy, we are deep. Only 1D. We're the clone of a high school student that lived back in the 2040s as a daughter of immigrants from Hong Kong who were trying to escape political strife in Hong Kong from the 2019 riots/protests. They moved to Canada, and their daughter Iris was raised in Canada as a Chinese Canadian. She turned out to be immune to a virus that may or may not have been caused by a giant race of interdimensional beings that came from another planet to ours in some sort of homing beacon sort of way. She was immune. A bunch of government spooks tried to turn her into the future of humanity as a result, but it didn't seem to quite work as well as they wanted to. She became unmanageable and destroyed the entire human population along with the disease that ravaged the land. She created a bunch of clones that then grew up in a bunker. Through some higgledy-piggledy, she didn't like the clones. She disowned them, and they have been trying to seek her approval ever since. And we, as the Watcher, are one of 6 various clones that have powers that beyond the other clones that allow us to do different things inside the hovel in hopes that we someday ascend to hang out with the All-Mother, a.k.a. Iris, this girl that came from Hong Kong but then went to Canada. And we're the Watcher. She does watching things, and she talks with some other people to find out more information about Iris and also the situation that's going on up above ground. We're below ground in the bunker to try to stay away from the occupants, the evil aliens that are coming and attack us, but maybe they're not evil. I don't necessarily know. And now you're caught up. I think that's it. I think that's good. I think we did it. I think we got it. Anyway, I'm gonna keep talking to people now.
Don't take this the wrong way, Iris, but I'm looking for someone a bit more neutral, more default. You know what I mean?
Wait, you didn't actually like Iris after a while? Is that what I'm hearing? We need someone more normal. I'm just looking for friendship.
I'm suffocating in here. I want to practice real science. No more eyeball dissections.
Do you think the great thinkers ever asked for permission?
So it kind of feels like the occupants were like, wow, cool planet you have. Mind if we tinker a little bit? On second thought, why did we ask permission? We can just ask for forgiveness later. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. It'll be fun. We can have some fun. Don't you like fun? Meanwhile, 99% of the human population's dying.
I felt like I was disappearing.
That line about they talk about mother talking about how the water tasted. I wonder if that's a part of it. Like the trying to like scoop the moisture out of human beings. Boy, are we glad to be on this planet, but you know, all that flying through space worked up a mighty thirst. And you know, tap water's fine, but you know what's better than tap water? Your blood.
After a long time, I couldn't stand it. I screamed, 帮我呀, help, over and over.
Sorry, everyone in the server having Twitch up on SMP causes you lag. Fair enough. Summer Showcase is going to be a fun one. I'm glad. So right now we are in a memory or a dream or some sort of communal mind mess angle space where the occupants, the aliens, are trying to talk to us through memories that we've already observed before as the Watcher. And so we're trying to collect all this information that they're trying to send to us now and trying to organize it in a way that we can actually understand. All right, we got a new set. Hey, Noah.
There's no doubt the rings are important.
Right.
Watcher, what do you think they are?
A tool?
A tool? A tool? For whom, though? And if they were built, what is their function? It does seem the ring is the center of their nervous system.
Right.
Why would Iris be shown this?
The real question is, did she consent?
She didn't have the she didn't like have an opportunity to discuss this either way. I thought we were gonna get it just wrecked there, but I guess this is a memory.
Fascinating. I've never seen cells organized in this way.
Cells? You mean to say that the scum at the bottom of the ocean turned into this? Man, we haven't been around in a while, huh?
To view my own insides from the outside.
The occupants' planets themselves? No.
What an opportunity to be both subject and observer. Triangles. Helixes.
Swirly. Like a ballet of possibilities twists beneath my surface. The very fabric of me is transforming.
I'm not sure if this one's clicking with me yet, other than maybe a sort of sense of transformation, maybe for Iris? Maybe? I don't know. Or for the occupants, I can't tell. Did their time on this Earth change them? Did the Earth change itself in a way they didn't expect? Or is Iris changing? I can't, those are like the three kind of bits that I'm trying to chew on. Let's keep going. Okay, so the occupants seem like they're changing. It also seems like Iris might be changing as well. Is that like her armor? Kind of looks like her armor.
Voila. It almost looks like the real thing.
I've practiced so much during the summer. Now I'm ready for a human subject.
You know, it's spinning a lot. The body spinning like that is funny, but you know what? Also, it reminds me of how uncomfortable this... Oh, that's fascinating. That's really fascinating, actually. Hold on. I don't know if I can capture this. My monitor has a different refresh rate of the one that I'm watching while playing the stream than the one that is on running OBS on my left here. And on my primary monitor, it looks, as funny as that body looks like spinning around, it looks so much wilder on my own screen. Marissa, you should come down and see this. This is fascinating. But the spinning reminds me a lot of the cloning machines from like our own method of making new humans, right?
If only I could paint the things I see in my head. It's like my own body betrays me. My hands shake too much. You know what my teacher says? No matter how hard you try, a little bit of you always ends up in the work. Why can't I capture him? What am I missing? The eyes? The nose? The mouth? The inner soul is so hard.
No, but that's the weird thing. I could try to film it from the outside, but it would, I think it would show up otherwise in a different way. Hi, Marissa.
Hi.
Take a look.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? Compared to the refresh rate on this screen compared to what we see in OBS over on the side.
Yeah, like the thing that's going to OBS is only half of it. It looks like two of them overlaid.
Something tells me that OBS is correct, and this game is just not built for this refresh rate.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's probably what's happening.
It's very disturbing.
It is very. This is what I've been seeing with all of the various like clone cubes as well, for what it's worth.
Ugh, God.
Yep. I don't think, unfortunately, there's really a way to capture it other than, I mean, I guess I could try to take a picture of it.
Just imagine that.
Look at this, Marissa. It's back to mostly being single again, right?
Mostly.
That's so weird. Yeah, I can't capture it well enough. Huh. Poor Marissa.
I've practiced so much. Now I'm ready for a human subject.
So this describes to me the idea that the occupants have been kind of messing around with themselves to maybe better adapt themselves to Earth. And then we're trying to build a human themselves, right?
They chose a human form. Why would they do that?
They wanted to know what it was like to be human?
I wonder if they like it. Human bodies are so inconvenient, so perishable.
Yeah, we got some pretty big mistakes, like having the food tube right next to the air that needs to come into our bodies at all times tube. Seems like a bad idea. All right, moving along. Oh, no, so they're... Oh, interesting. So the bodies are projections, right? They were trying, as they were kind of observing humanity, they were trying to build... They were trying to emulate the body as best they could.
As long as I can keep leaving you letters in your locker, if I can keep watching you dance, making videos of you.
The first watchers.
I tried, you know. I thought if I became just like Iris and made Zhao disappear. You said no one will like me until I'm not so, but you are my, 怎么说?
How to say?
Role model.
So they too had a major crush on Iris and just didn't quite nail it. Interesting. And then, what are these?
A gift, it seems. What could it be?
Oh, because of like the birthday stuff, sure.
Something to help.
That's possible. Maybe something for the communication barrier.
It's the secretaries, isn't it?
We understand their words, but not their meaning. Yet the way they are speaking seems difficult for high degrees of specificity.
3 secretaries. For Watcher, Principal, and Allmother?
Perhaps they transmit meaning and intention in another way. It's possible they do not primarily communicate with sound.
Right.
What would they use instead?
Gesture? Picture? Some kind of modality not capable by humans? Telepathy. Human language unfolds through time linearly. Maybe their language does not. If we can call it a language at all.
Language and like the notion of it is a very cool thing. What was that? What was that movie, that sci-fi movie that came out a while ago that was really cool? That had to do with language. It was Arrival, thank you. Yes. Digging into that idea that perhaps we conceive the world in such a linear way because of the language that we use and the type of communication that we have. When you are speaking, you have a start of sentence, a middle of sentence, an end of sentence, and it always goes in that direction from beginning to end. If for whatever reason we had some other way of communication where that linear path was not necessary to it, would our brains operate in a different way? It's an interesting thought. Whoops.
Unfortunately, all the linguists are dead.
And Watcher's got some tip-tappy toes to think about this. If you haven't seen Arrival, though, you absolutely should. Yes, it is a fascinating movie. And it's in that vibe of... I love movies where very smart people attempt to solve very hard problems. I think that's always a fun... Like, we kind of got 2 in a row there between The Martian and Arrival. And I really did enjoy both.
垃圾桶. I mean, lapsaptong. I keep forgetting that you don't speak Mandarin. I know. My accent is still bad. I'm trying my best. Do you want to open my present? I picked it out just for you. Something to help.
It really feels like the secretaries are indeed occupant technology. There's a scene in the trailer for this game that makes me so sad if that's true and we find out quickly, or Watcher finds out about it. Hear about someone visiting out and the language had no left or right. You said things were east or west. Things were relative to the world instead of relative to you. That's fascinating to think about, right? It was like something that it kind of in a similar vein. There was a robot. What was it? Oh, why can't I think of the name? There's this like relatively famous robot toy that's like a Spheros. I don't know if you've ever seen Spheros before, but they're like little robot balls that you can control and like drive and stuff. That are really cute and pretty neat. The game with that is that if you program them rather than just steer them around, that is exactly how they operate. They do not operate with their programming. They do not operate with directions relative to where they were. Instead, they work on a compass rose. And it was actually a pretty hard adaptation to try to teach kids because we would work with Lego robots for so long where the technology was always like turning relative to where they were. It's pretty cool. So you drew parallels to different pieces of media. Did you think of Arrival for that? Marissa, I forget. Have you seen Arrival? If you haven't, we should watch it sometime. It's very good. All right, I think we've gathered all the info we can. You've seen it, gotcha.
The us is a weave that can be unpicked.
The us is a weave that can be a fabric of me.
The very fabric of me is transforming.
Resonance.
There is a you, and it has a pattern we are looking at.
Is this unhear to heard male voice, and the synthesis of between that and Iris form the voice of Secretary? I'm gonna get freaked out if that's the case. There's a use and a pattern we are looking at. A human subject.
Now, I'm
Resonance.
There is a comfort in a new camouflage.
I appreciate that, Noble, but you don't have to keep saying it. It's we can move forward from that.
I thought if I became just like Iris and made Zhao disappear.
Resonance. We take from you and you take from us.
Do you want to open my present?
There's a strand and it loosens.
We're moving along here, friends. Before we continue on whatever's above our heads here. Did you know, according to the book of Sad Animal Facts, houseflies can... Oh, I think we already did that one. Some species of spiders eat through their mom when they're born. That's your Sad Animal Fact of the day. Okay. So we got occupants just kind of hanging around on buildings and such. Retro. So is this just kind of a notion of a large set of aliens who didn't realize they brought a pretty terrible disease with them? Wrecked our whole planet and everything, but didn't really was all kind of a big oopsie whoopsie? Is that what's going on? That's what I'm kind of thinking too. Yeah, like bringing smallpox to the new world kind of thing. Yeah, absolutely. Where just by existing in their kind of eldritch horror sort of ways, they are just their scale and presence and change that occurs with it is just incomprehensible to the ants that we are, to their humanity, relatively. Chances are, sure.
I wanted you to see this. These murderers. They killed your friends. They killed your family. They killed everyone you ever knew.
And they're trying to pose so nice for you, so you like them.
We've tried talking to them.
Like a kid trying to bring a worm into the house to become friends.
We sent signals. Every kind of signal we could think of. We even played them Bach. Can you believe that? Nothing. I guess they can't appreciate a good tune. Look, Iris, I know some of the things we've done to you, they're unforgivable. They would not pass under normal circumstances.
They would not pass. So we committed a couple war crimes. Oopsie doodle.
I can understand why you're acting out, but things are going very badly for the 50. Much worse than is generally known. We're losing contact with the other facilities one by one.
Pretty soon we're down to 49.
Their last communications are disturbing.
You think they'd give her something other than her school uniform with a sweatshirt over it eventually?
Iris, I need you to think more than one step ahead. I need you to endure. Humanity needs you to endure. Please. What do you say? Will you help me return the world to normal? Will you behave?
Fuck Bach. And fuck you.
Uh-oh! Doing all right, Dwayne. How you doing?
Secretary, why would she refuse?
What did Bach do to you?
The All-Mother seems to work in mysterious ways.
Which is to say, she's a jerk.
Why would she not help them? The occupants are our enemies.
She must have had her reasons.
Uh-huh. Must have had her reasons. Unquestioning. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that at all. Nope. Didn't need that one. Didn't need that one. Nope, not that one either. I didn't need either. Or this third one. No, I'm good. Or the fourth. Or the fifth. It's the colors, isn't it? It's the pigeon colors. The teal, the purple, and the... what was it? Pewter, thank you. You have 4 minutes left. Thanks, Pewter. I can't remember the name of the protagonist from the Somnium Files. What was his name again? Date, you've got 3 minutes left. Date, the Somnium must end. You have 60 seconds. You have 6 minutes, Date. Oh, cool. Oh, fun. Oh, neat. Oh, great. This is a fun room. Okay. New bits to work through. It's also interesting to me. At first, I was kind of annoyed that they're just kind of having fun playing around with these, like, our ability to travel through time in this section. Be like, haha, use it a different way. But it really is actually a better understanding of, like, kind of how they view things, perhaps.
It seems Healer's theory is correct. They were indeed chosen by the occupants.
Their way is cruel.
We can't be so sure.
Noah, whose side are you on?
Does it matter?
You're just above it all then?
And what makes you so certain?
Why would Iris not tell us about all this?
We're seeing it now, aren't we? Watcher, let's focus on the matter at hand.
Yeah, but is this Iris's position to tell us all these things, or is this happening beyond her knowledge? Let's chat.
Everything happens for a reason. In detention every season. People learn different. Who am I to say no? The bad kids stay. The good kids go.
Oh yeah, the cry rap.
Never stop trying. One day I'll be flying.
Symptom: difficulty swallowing. Symptom:
I got it, thank you.
Symptom: the rapid expulsion of all bodily fluids through the eyes.
Yeah, that one wasn't fun, guys. Did you know we need those? Did you know we like our fluids? We'd like to protect our precious fluids.
Symptom: blurred vision. Symptom:
burning and irritation in the mouth and nose.
I've seen it so many times. A sister slips, a mask cracks, and then it's as if the ocean wants its water back. Becomes rather rote, doesn't it?
How can you say that? Their skin, their face changes shape.
Maybe that's why you're the Watcher, and I'm not.
I guess. So they tried to, quote unquote, ascend people. The disease seems to be a choice, right? Those who became sick were chosen? And then what?
So the All-Mother was chosen also.
To persist in a different world.
To be immortal.
Nowhere, do you think she's together with them?
What makes you say that?
Fixer said...
So it comes out. Fixer did actually betray us.
Is that how you see it?
It's clearly how you saw it.
Initially. Boy, I wish Fixer came to us maybe like 5 or 3 communions in instead of the first.
Or could it be that you were just jealous?
It all seems like an eternity ago, doesn't it? The world has changed, but you look like you haven't aged a day. You're a natural, Iris.
Now here we are. I look older than you. You may be frozen in time, but your eyes have dimmed. Please don't do anything you'll regret.
So maybe they didn't actually like the system by which they kind of created Chosen? I don't know. By the way, I don't think I mentioned it yet, so let me say it now. This whole system of using kind of otherwise inconsequential conversations to then replay those for the purposes of a puzzle at the end of the game is pretty inspired. I got to give them credit where credit's due. I did not expect this, and I think it is a pretty amazing way to try and communicate in this way. I think that's a really cool idea. Anyway. Yeah, these were the same lines they said to us in the first communion.
I couldn't believe it when I first read it. Everyone got sick. Everyone but you. With each passing day, your condition seems more and more like a curse. There will be no easy way out for you, Iris. No relief. Think of me, will you? 1,000 years from now, when your only hope is a scalpel of your own.
So that's the game there, is that maybe they feel regret for inflicting this curse of immortality upon Iris. Like it was the wrong decision. You know what I mean? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, how do I introduce this? Oh boysy boy. Ooh, welcome Raiders. How you doing on this fine Friday evening? Good evening, welcome. My name is Shadow Temple. Welcome to the weekend. You made it, friends. You did it. Congratulations to you all. Hi. How was Ross's stream? Friends who are already here, Ross, I had the absolute pleasure of meeting for the very first time at VidCon this past year and is a delightful fella. Please go hit that follow button over there, please and thank you if you'd be so kind. Ross, if you're out there, what were you streaming? What's going on? What were you up to? I'm going to steal the thing that you do in your streams because I think it's very cool. And ask, what was your favorite thing that you did in a stream today? What was your favorite thing? Lethal Company and then some balloons. Heck yeah. Love me some Lethal Company and love me some Bloons TD6, baby. Let's go. Anyway, welcome to 1000xRESIST. I'm trying to figure out how to introduce people into this. We're pretty deep into it, but it is a fascinating game. And if you, I guess a little bit of background on myself. Number one, I am a voice actor. Ross and I have connected with each other at this point by both being connected in some way, shape, or form to Aphmau. Ross plays character, as do I. I play Pierce, specifically for from the Minor Demons series, and then in the more modern, everyday Aphmau videos that we have in this world. When I'm not doing recordings for Jess and the team, I am here playing various different games, usually story-heavy based games. That is my kind of jam and my function. Especially if I get to do voices in those games, that is all the more fun for me. This is not one of those games, thankfully, because I've been doing a lot of voice stuff lately. This is an indie game. This is a very good indie game. If you like stories and I wouldn't even say convoluted ones. If you like stories and discovery and plot twists and emotions and fascinating ways of telling stories in video games, this is the game for you. There's a lot to dig into here. I'll try to give a kind of a top line sort of story of what's happening here. But the gist of it is we are Watcher. We are a clone of a girl who lived a very normal high school life back in the year 2040 something until essentially a race of beings from another world came to Earth and killed most of the population. Those that they didn't kill kind of suffered until they eventually too were killed. But one made it. One managed to survive despite it all, despite pretty much everything going on. And it is indeed that one high schooler. And because of that, the government set up a cloning facility to try and ensure that she survived when the rest wouldn't. And it's been centuries, maybe even longer, since humanity has had its chance on the planet. But her and her army of clones have kind of figured out a new society in their own way. She is their god, and they live to serve her. She is the All-Mother, and each of the clones in their own way must serve their functions in order to be best with the All-Mother in their fight against the occupants, the big red glowing creature you see in the distance there. However, how the society has been built up and how we kind of understand it as one of the clones in it seems to be a little bit off base from the way that we've been told. We've been delving into the memories of Iris, this high school girl, and have learned a lot about how things actually went down and how much more complicated the story might be other than the story times we've been told. There's also a lot of story here about escape from political strife, about the protests in Hong Kong back just before COVID, and the struggles of an immigrant family trying to adapt to new life in a new place. Sometimes you attempt to assimilate, and sometimes it assimilates you. Anyway, if that all sounds interesting to you and you're like, oh my goodness, sign me up, go buy it. It's $20 and it's extraordinarily good. It might be my game of the year. If that was too much for you, that's absolutely fine. This would be an excellent place to step out, but thank you, and maybe hit that follow button on your way out if you do not mind. We'll play something. Well, I think we're actually planning on playing some Played Up tomorrow. I think you guys might be fans of Played Up out there in the world. Marissa and I are going to be hanging out with it. It's going to be fun. And you can check out the rest of the schedule, of course, at twitch.tv/ShadowTemple/schedule. We're also playing through the Ace Attorney series, if you like whodunits. I certainly do. Those are very fun. Okay, I think I've explained as best as I can in the time that I have. I'm going to keep on trucking here. We are using the memories of previous scenes that we've seen in order to try to communicate with these beings that have destroyed the planet. And jumping through time to do it. Oh boy. Oh boy, something happened. Okay. I have an idea here. In a previous communion that we did, we got a bit of information that described Iris being really upset at the government dudes who were trying to use her to save humanity from the occupants. She got real upset at something. We don't know what. Maybe she just got upset over time. Being immortal might cause you to just go insane as a human being over time. That's probably true. We saw a scene where she was talking to something or someone and was like, "Oh, you could do this for me? Oh, that'd be so kind." And then everyone died. And I wonder if it was her communicating with the occupants that resulted in this. Anyway, continuing on.
I was right. There were others before us. Here in our orchard with Iris. We were not the first.
Correct.
So you knew that. Who else knows?
Healer.
And by extension, principal. Interesting.
How did the disease get in?
Well, I think we both know the answer to that.
Let's chat, Iris.
I can't take it anymore. Ma, I'm sorry. Ba, I'm sorry.
Dad, I'm sorry.
They stole my body, my hair, my mouth. They stole everything of ours and called it theirs. I wish everyone here would just fucking drop dead.
And she got a bunch of fairy godparents who did that for her.
I saw her walking around like it was nothing. We even made eye contact. That bitch looks just like me.
They're just walking around and like, is that a clone? Is that a clone of me? Do they not tell her?
I saw her face. I don't recognize myself in her. I never looked like that. I cut her throat. They came to take more of my hair today. They'll just make more.
So she killed some of the clones, huh?
They keep dying, exposed to the virus. They cry out like everyone else. They tell me to stop watching, but I can't.
Interesting. The other clones, or the initial clones were also, well, I mean, that's why they kept making them, right? And that's why they kept torturing her and taking stuff from her, is that the clones were not immune to the virus either.
I can't take it anymore. But they stole my body. They stole I wish everyone...
Okay, and then, okay, that's it. So we've collected all the information we possibly need. Let's go commune.
There is a fundamental reordering.
Bad kids stay, good kids go.
The bad kids stay, the good kids go.
Resonance. There is a decoupling of substances in a dangerous gravity.
Oh. The fluids.
The rapid expulsion of all bodily fluids through the eyes.
Resonance. There's the you that remains. That remains and remains.
You haven't aged a day.
The world has changed, but you look like you haven't aged a day.
Resonance. There is a choice and we will not make it.
I wish everyone here would just fucking drop dead.
There is a strand, and it falls away.
Okay, we are in full connection with the occupant here. Oh boy. Oh, we digging in now, aren't we, boys? Oh, we digging in now. We're deep. We're in deep. Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. They don't want me going anywhere else. They want me going one direction particular. Okay. All right. But Iris created the clones herself. Her clones did receive the immunity. You're right. So far as we can tell. Okay. Any chatting with these fellers? No. Doing good, Chloe with the Flow. How you doing?
Everyone stand clear.
I was to say, that is Johnson. He's the only one who's got a golden visor. They did that very intentionally, it seems.
Whatever you do not provoke it.
So were they not killed? Were they just brought in?
Iris, what are you doing? Get back!
Or no, this is when it happened. This is when they were all getting killed. Or ascended, or however you want to play it. Would you consider this horror? Yeah, in a very sort of eldritch sort of way, which I enjoy. I like that horror than a boogity boogity boo kind of jump out and scares you.
Or for me?
There is a decoupling of substance and a dangerous gravity. There is the you that remains and remains.
All right.
There is a choice, and we will not make it.
Psychological horror feels about right. Interesting. They asked Iris, so they saw that Iris seemed extremely distressed about the fact that she couldn't die. And they're giving her an option, as best as I can tell. A decoupling of substances would be, do you want to die or do you want to keep going?
There's a fundamental reordering. I understand this, and I accept your gift. I wish everyone here would just fucking drop dead.
And they did. She made a wish, and it happened. The gravity changed.
Iris. Oh, God, my eyes. What have you done?
Goodbye, Johnson.
So we're playing, by the way, in case there's anybody still here from the raid, we're playing as the god of the clones, who has decided that this is good. This is good, actually.
Watcher, wait.
You.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We revealed a little something here, didn't we? Oh, we know something now that we did not know before, but we had, kind of speculated significantly. Of course.
You're one of them. Were you faking this whole time?
No, I'm your...
When Fixer warned me, you didn't say a word. And now she's gone. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Watcher, please.
Don't talk to me.
I don't remember anything. It must be...
Don't talk to me!
Don't be mean to Secretary. Secretary's been nothing but nice to us. I'd be so upset if we are cruel to Secretary.
You are the you that remains.
That remains and remains.
We take from you, and you take from us.
There is a nearness, and its gravity is echoing.
Resonance.
There is the us with the pattern I am threading.
Resonance.
There is a me, and it's yours for the taking.
I accept your trade.
Is the implication...
Watcher, wait, Watcher, please. Watcher, wait, Watcher, please, please.
Is there an implication there that Iris is... Oh. No, Secretary, no! Also, this is like a memory, right? Secretary's not. I mean, well, I don't know, man.
Enough. How can it be enough? Watcher, you're being a child. You want to know what Fixer said to me? I'll tell you. She said the All-Mother withholds immunity. That she lashes out. That she whispers to occupants. Everything Fixer said was true.
Yep.
I've made a horrible mistake, Noah. She was just trying to help us. And I killed her for it. I killed her. I killed her. Watcher, are you done? I said, are you done? Watcher, can I ask you something?
Do you plan on having a system to get us back out of this communion without the Secretary? Thank you?
Are you hungry? You're not listening. Are you cold, sick, hurt? Do you not have a room of your own? A mask to protect you? Sisters who love you?
Oh, interesting.
Nowhere. We can't ignore this. What are you going to do about it? Well, I don't know. But we have to do something. Haven't you seen by now what she is capable of? Haven't you seen the lives of humans past? Our life is good. She protects us. She is a god in her own right. You're gonna let all this go because you're comfortable? You Watchers are all the same, so prone to outbursts of feeling.
Don't show us all this criminy.
Have you ever stopped to think before you act? If you did, maybe Fixer would still be alive. I lied to you. About your predecessor? Yes, she was quiet. Yes, she kept to herself, but she would feel so many things all the time. She didn't leave on the train. I found her dead one night in her room. She killed herself in a bout of useless passion and protest. Has anything changed? No. Except she's dead now.
And there's a new Watcher.
And I have you instead of her. Nowhere. We're supposed to be fighting the occupants. Not this. You must learn to live with the mistakes you've made. But what am I living for? Who cares? What does it matter? Just be happy that you are living. Thank the All-Mother and your sisters and your good fortune.
And that's the kind of central sort of question to all this, right? Is that enough? Is it enough to just be safe? Is it enough to just be nourished? Knowing the injustice of what is, what has been, and what continues to be.
Do you remember what I told you? I want you to listen this time.
When Noah said that the tram is called for multiple times, it is not out of a sense of duty or anything else like that, but out of a sense of complacency. A desire to stay where it is cold and calm and simple.
Listen carefully. There is no feeling worth getting incinerated over.
Didn't someone say, did she say that to us before? Oh, okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, we gotta swing back here and see where we're at. If you have time, keep going. I'll go a little bit longer. Not too much longer, but I at least want to like get to a good sort of restful point, if that makes sense. We saved the game. Ugh.
I just wish I had done it differently.
We're back at the station where we last saw Fixer.
3
2, 1.
And Secretary's still
cut me a
dead.
break. I'm not good at goodbyes. Yeah? So? You're here now, aren't you?
Fixer.
No, our mask is on. It's there. That was Secretary on the ground.
Different approach, same result. It's fine.
It's not fine.
She's holding a shard of Secretary.
Why do we always say that?
Who knows? Some old thing.
Nothing's the same anymore.
Guess not.
You came to me.
Yep. Time to help Mom kill some occupants.
You needed help.
You're not jealous?
You trusted me.
Do you think we can really do it? Live on the surface again? Hey, I was gonna live it up.
I was reckless. Stupid.
That's not what I said.
I killed you.
I finally get to see how this train works. It's been driving me nuts this whole time. How does it switch? What makes it turn the right way? It seems simple from far away, but the closer you get...
You were good to me.
Seems like it.
Fixer, if I could do anything...
I'll text.
To make it right.
I'm not one for rules.
I would.
For those who weren't there for the initial conversation, that was the same conversation we had with her from her side on the day that she left.
How convenient.
Obviously not the conversation we had with her, but the conversation she had with us.
I always thought you'd get called first. Better late than never.
Train is departing, sisters.
Hey, Watcher. You don't want to miss this one.
Oh, dang, here we go. We're getting on the train. How, though? Did the train show? And for whom? Us? Why? It was Nowhere's train. Oh boy. Nowhere had been talking about the train being sent for her several times.
Imagine someone holding your hand whenever you're scared, carrying you home whenever you're weary. Imagine waking up from the best dream, only to realize it is your life.
Before I continue here too, though, I do want to say that also the theory there is it kind of made it sound like Iris was trading good clones, quote unquote, to the occupants in exchange for what? Continued immortality and power? That seems the vibe, right? Give clones, receive power.
This is what it was like to love the All-Mother.
I know, I'm also sad about Secretary.
I had lived for this moment. To stand before her. To deserve her love. Fixer once asked me, what is the first thing you'll do when you get to the other side? I said, isn't it obvious? Cry. Take off my mask and breathe in. I asked Fixer what she would do. She said, I'll show you when you join me.
I know, she's still carrying a shard of Secretary. Last stop. And yes, yeah, I believe this is we're about to see the first scene of the game right here. That only makes sense. There she is. We're not... What, we're halfway through this game? Is that right? Is that right? Is that right? It's just wild to me that this is the halfway mark.
With a pattern we are threading. There's a nearness and its gravity is echoing. Sister, what are you doing out here? You mustn't interrupt the incantation. You know this is Mother's time. What is it that cannot wait?
What did I say at the beginning? Hair to hair.
Hair to hair, Mother. I really am just like you.
And just like that, we're here. We're right to the beginning again.
You stole our immunity. You condemned us to this life. Why do you get to choose who lives and who dies?
Girl, if you wanted those answers, you shouldn't have stabbed her in the lungs.
Amoy, there you are. I always find you, don't I? I promise I'll be nice. This time, okay? This time.
Muy being daughter, right? Or child, or whatever sort of game that is. Now what? We find out Fixer's been on a really, really long train up to this point. Hey, Watcher, what do you... Oh my god! It's Principal.
Mother, you truly haven't aged a day.
Youngest?
I was right! I was correct!
Anyway.
What are you doing here? Didn't I just leave you?
Didn't... Boy. She don't interact with time very different, or she interacts with time very differently than everybody else, huh?
You must be in a haze. That happened 1,000 years ago.
1000 times resist, eh?
Talking with the keepers always puts you in a funny state of mind.
The keepers, not the occupants, but the keepers?
1,000? What time is it?
It's finally dawn, Mother. How does it feel to be on the other side of the knife?
You have no idea.
What? No idea what?
How screwed you are! She just starts expanding.
What you protected me from? What you sacrificed? Huh. Don't waste your last breath.
I mean, this is styled like a JRPG in certain ways. I'm expecting this not to be her final form, right? I mean, we stabbed the fleshy human body.
You
have no idea how I missed you.
She is an immortal? I mean, it seems she can't die of natural causes at the very least. Being stabbed? Well, it's kind of like Lord of the Rings elf rules. So, now what?
Sisters, hear this. Mother is dead.
Guess we're just throwing that out to start. It does kind of feel like that, doesn't it? The All-Mother's dead. Long live the All-Mother. Now, to be clear, I do not see the principal as
This Watcher
necessarily a friend yet.
has murdered our beloved mother.
Uh-oh.
She has met with the ancient sin.
That much is true.
She must see justice.
Justice is a really cool golden retriever we have upstairs, and we'd love for you to meet him. I think you've been through a lot, and I think it's time for you to finally have a chance to pet Justice. Oh no, you need that!
Wait. Principal, you're the youngest?
If only you hadn't split your poor to 100 pieces.
Hey! Bad language, ma'am. Slow down, this is a family show.
Keepers. Who are the keepers?
Ma'am, you need to stop eating the microphone.
Sleep well, Watcher.
Uh-oh.
No.
Ruh-roh.
You were everything I hoped you would be.
So is the principal essentially just continuously breeding new and ever angstier watchers in a hope that eventually one would get so upset that she'd kill somebody? Just slip right through to... Nope. Okay. Not getting through there. Sure. Sheesh. If I just said hello to one of these, I'm just gonna I need that door. Excuse me, I'm just gonna go right through that door. Interestingly, these shadows are all modeled after us, I believe. Are they? I can't tell. Well, maybe. Yeah, it kind of feels like it. Well, where am I supposed to go, ma'am? Oh, bye. Can't look up. Classic me. Too classic. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Anytime you get the opening credits in a video game halfway through the video game, you know you stepped in something, man. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, boy. And that's where we're going to leave off for the night. That's where we're going to leave off, friends. We'll return back to this Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, friends. Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, Boise. Oh, dearie me. Okay. Well, that'll be fun. That I'm looking forward to. And I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited because I think I kind of felt like I had everything figured out almost going into this stream, and I was starting to feel like, wow, we're kind of reaching a point where there's not really a lot of mysteries like left for us to unravel, and yet we still are halfway through this game. Oh, wait, there are 10 minutes left of this chapter? You're saying there's 10 minutes left of this? Okay. Sorry, I thought I saw the achievement complete for chapter 5, so I assumed that was it. Sure. You know what? I'll do 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Not a minute more.
I predict this case will take me 10 minutes.
Oh, hey, look. Secretary's back.
Watcher, wait. There isn't much time. I know. Just listen for a moment. They are buried. They are buried when they should be burnt. Whatever thing is standing between you two, put it aside and wish her farewell. Sisters must see fire, seek the graves where the waterfall parts, and look unto oneself. Leaving is not easy. Just be grateful you get to say goodbye.
Sisters should be burnt, and yet they are buried. So the original 4 sisters, they're still buried.
Secretary, you're okay.
I am.
I went too far.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll miss you, Watcher.
Thank you for a quick zip. Huh. Anyway. Speedrun! There's someone on the second floor. Everyone. But there's one somewhere on the second floor. They're this high up. But I'm in the wrong spot. Where are they? There they are. Can I even get to them? Sorry, I zoomed too quick, and now I want to try to see if I can figure out how to get to them otherwise. Come on. Is that myself as well? I don't know how to access that, though. For the sake of expediency, not yet. Sure. I getcha. Huh. I think I've ever seen carts in here before. That's a little different. Hi, Zhao. Uh-oh. No, I don't want to go further up. First floor. Here's the waterfall. Hey, team. Hey, squad.
Oh, you want to grace us with your presence?
Yeah, you can play.
Yes. Let's play, little sister.
What's the game?
I know. You're good at looking, aren't you? Let's play hide and seek. We hide, and you seek.
Here we go! But I can cheat. The original sister didn't think to do that, did she?
The soil is rich. She put them down there, one by one, all by herself. Be free. Thank you for sending me on my way.
Huh. Do sisters have to burn, though? I don't know. They said sisters must burn. But do they, though? Do they really, though?
You're much better at this game than she was. I'm sure I'll be coming around again.
Be free.
It's too bad you have to stay.
Onward. Seems they're all in their respective bunkers. So I just need to go upstairs. Purification, so that's your guess. They must... Sure. Just that their souls can't escape until they are finally freed. A sort of body trapping the spirit sort of game. Hi, girl.
How long have I been in the ground? So long.
1,000 years, apparently.
I can't tell the beginning from the end.
Be free.
Yeah, none of them are very good at hiding. Can I just say? Oh, wait, no, Fixer's this way.
Hey, it's you, right? You remind me of someone I know.
You look familiar. We're all clones. Right!
Be free.
Does it hurt to be reborn?
You tell me. Hey, you watcher.
The bad kids stay. The good kids go. Isn't that right?
Thank you, Nutmeg.
I like your glasses.
I like yours.
Be free.
I will not burn, sister.
Cool. Neat. Excited for you. Just don't like myself haunting me downstairs. It is not fun to me. I do not wish it. The man called shot on the principal being the first watcher, eh? Got that energy, got that vibe. I knew what it was, and it's principal time. Secretary's still there? Not really. There's something on the water. Can I walk on the water? I can walk on the water. Hey, girl. You looking fine?
It's been too long. I know you. You need to get out. What time is this? We are the same. Where is the exit? Oh, way to the other side. What did you say? Upstairs, home, other side. Is this a straight line? Or does it go round and 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 round? That is a good question. Melody. Bartender. We are stuck. You need to find a way out.
Melody. Were those names of... Were those names of classmates? Melody, Athena, Chris. Was that right? Those are the three? Melody, Athena, Chris. Excuse me, this was a screen. I don't know if we can go just straight up. I wasted time. That's okay. Oh, boy. Boy. Well, I at least have to get to a spot where I can save again. So I might as well go just a tiny, tiny bit longer. Who are you? Everything up to this point was just a really, really wild dream. Oh, boy. Oh, dear. Oh, man. Oh, no. All right, I'm going to save here. We'll call it. We'll play on Monday. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, yes, but oh, no. Anyway, friends, thank you so much for hanging out with us. It has been an adventure and a half. And it seems we've got new adventures to be hanging out in and seeing how it's going. Yeah. Thank you all so much for chilling with us, friends. Do appreciate you. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Builders so many theories only for them to be helping. I know. Help all the way through the halfway point. It's cool. It's great. It's fine. Everything's gonna be great. It's gonna be so good.